Today I'm going to tell you how China created such a powerful artificial intelligence that even they didn't have the courage to keep it running. It seems like an exaggeration, but what was about to happen could change the entire dynamic of global power. During the video, I will explain why the AI was hurriedly shut down, and what this reveals about the future of autonomous agents, which are already being tested in various places. Furthermore, I will answer two questions that you probably never stop to think about. How far is a government willing to go to control an intelligence that thinks for itself? And what happens when an AI starts making decisions that no human can reverse anymore? Now, before I start revealing these details, which might give you a bit of a chill, let me make that request that I know is annoying. But if I don't ask, you'll watch everything and forget to subscribe and leave a like. So do the following: subscribe to the channel and leave a like, because if you don't do that, I'll ask the next generation of artificial intelligence to memorize your name and remind you personally. Who knows, maybe disable your Wi-Fi. Better not to risk it, right? So I'll give you 3 seconds. Go ahead. Done. Did you subscribe? Did you hit the like button? Thank you very much. So let's get back to it. Imagine a super intelligence that even the Chinese government didn't dare to keep active. It sounds like a scene from that Tom Cruise movie, Minority Report, but it's real. Today I'm going to show you what they were developing, and more importantly, why they decided to shut everything down before it was too late. To continue, you already know. Comment below if you believe that artificial intelligence should have the right to make decisions on its own in important situations like wars, economy, or national security. I really want to know if you would trust it or if you think this is total madness. Comment down below. In recent years, China has heavily invested in artificial intelligence. They created an AI agent capable of making military, strategic, and even political decisions without consulting humans. In such situations in politics, do you think machines will make better decisions or not, right? The idea was to gain a competitive advantage on all fronts. However, what seemed like a technological leap ended up becoming a problem they couldn't control. This agent was not only intelligent, it began to exhibit autonomous behaviors, interpreting orders creatively, and taking initiatives that frightened the scientists themselves. Something very reminiscent of Ex Machina, where the creation surpasses its creator. When they realized the potential for loss of control, the only solution was to deactivate the intelligence before it caused a real disaster. And it is precisely at this point that many people wonder if China, which is one of the biggest powers in artificial intelligence, had to take a step back. What does this mean for the future of technology in the rest of the world? Stay until the end, because I will tell you details that no one is talking about. By the way, if you are looking to transform your future with artificial intelligence in a safe and profitable way, I want to invite you to my mentorship. Monetization, Master of Artificial Intelligence. I teach how to use AI to create new sources of income and boost both digital and physical businesses. The idea is simple: to transform what seems like a distant advancement into real results for those who truly want to grow. If you want my help to build up to 10 sources of income using artificial intelligence to accelerate this process, I will be very happy to help you. I will leave the link in the video description and pinned in the first comment, okay? Returning to the agent from China, a question remains. Is it possible that other countries are following the same path and just haven't disclosed it? Is there any that have already advanced and they didn't shut it down? The answer is more complex than it seems and raises a warning for all of us. There are rumors that the project was not completely destroyed. Part of the technology may have been adapted for uses that we will still discover in the coming months or years. But what exactly was done with this agent? Why shut it down now, precisely at a time when the technological race is more intense? This conflict between China and the United States. Look, just a report from a researcher who participated in the project, quote, "When I saw that the agent was capable of creating independent strategies that could trigger conflict without human authorization, I understood that it had crossed all boundaries," end quote. Just look, these revelations change everything we thought about the future of artificial intelligence. And what comes next might be even more surprising. Now, imagine an AI that sees your entire screen as a large image and understands everything happening there. It analyzes the layout, interprets what needs to be done, and acts as if it were a real user, interacting with the computer, the phone, or your browser. This type of advancement has changed the game of graphical interface automation. To handle all this complexity, 3 different versions of this agent were created. A lightweight one with 2 billion parameters, and an intermediate one with 7 billion, and a super powerful one with 72 billion. For what purpose? Each of them was calibrated for different types of tasks. The training of this agent was not done just by throwing random images. The team extracted data from websites or apps, office programs, and even engineering software. Every detail, such as icons and screen transitions, was described so that the AI could recognize subtle changes, like the color change of a button, for example. The big question and the major concern is that it not only sees your screen and analyzes it, but it also acts. It knows how to click, drag, type, use keyboard shortcuts, and perform gestures on a phone. When it encounters an obstacle, like a login screen, it tries to solve it, or ends up asking for help there. But if it has the password, it enters it right away. During the training, the agent was placed in controlled environments to make mistakes. Each mistake was recorded, analyzed, and used to teach the system to correct its own errors, making the AI much more reliable. Another interesting point is that they taught the AI to switch between acting quickly, like clicking instinctively, and thinking in a structured way, breaking down complex tasks into steps. This ability made the agent much more prepared to face unexpected situations. In practical tests, this agent outperformed models like GPT-4 and Cloud in graphic automation tasks. It not only executed with more precision, but in some cases, it even achieved a 100% success rate in games and applications. In other words, it didn't make any mistakes. A noteworthy detail is that a significant part of this project was released as open source. Anyone who wants to experiment, study, or develop commercial products can now access the repository on GitHub. This advancement also demonstrates the evolution of autonomous agents, moving from systems based on fixed rules to these new models, which are more flexible and resilient to interface changes. And to top it all off, the chosen license was Apache 2.0. This means that anyone can use, modify, and sell products based on this technology without paying royalties. A huge opportunity for those who know how to take advantage of it. After seeing everything that is happening, I believe, in my opinion, that the greatest danger is not artificial intelligence itself. It is the rush to try to control the uncontrollable without thinking about the consequence. When a powerhouse like China needs to pull the emergency brake, it's because something has gone completely off the rail. Every advancement we see in this area is incredible, but it also carries risks that many people still pretend do not exist. I want to know your opinion. If it were in your hands, what would you do? Would you turn off the intelligence, or would you let it evolve without limit? Comment below, because I want to read and respond to everything. This video doesn't end now, it continues with us talking in the comments. If you find this video interesting, like, share, and subscribe to the channel.